Namaste and welcome, beloved mighty companions. Another opportunity in the holy hologram here, the holy happy hologram, to see what's true. That we can hear Jesus's voice. And I really am going to start recording some of these joinings because I don't think you guys realize how abjectly clear you hear Jesus, really. And to see your own recording of our conversations and see how spot on you can hear him. Like, we don't even realize that. It's just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, so much fun to join and just hear it. And just to know that you can hear really, really well. All of us can hear just as clear as Helen. I could just hear it. It just sounds just like him talking to Helen when you start talking. And Jesus is saying this. You know, and there are things that there's no way this world, it's from this world. It's not from this world. It's letting that voice, just getting used to having that voice come through with each other. That's the point of the joining, really, is to join and be looking together. Okay, here's a desire. Let's ask Jesus what he says about this. Let's ask Jesus what he says. It's really, this joining is about the asking together. You know, because no individual being can hear any better than other. That's why you just gave me the point to teach anything that other than that you can hear Jesus right now. It would not be his way. His way is that you can hear now and you can speak him now. And yes, the doubt thoughts will play. It's just helpful to know that, because of the way it plays in consciousness, and he understands that. He understands that. Ask him. And the light understand that we've discombobulated ourselves. So that's why we need to hear it with each other. You see, we have to come together and hear it in each other, that we actually can hear him, like clear as a bell. I mean, things, I was just talking to Teresa. We're talking about the quantum mechanics discussion from, she's watching the holographic universe. We're watching it here, the holographic universe. We're going to watch part 3 tonight. It's so adorable. I mean, Mr. Quantum or Dr. Quantum, whatever that little quantum guy is, you know, she's going, I really love that guy. But the great news is, no matter what appears in consciousness, the holographic universe, that thing is very helpful. And then we started having a conversation about the observed and the observer. You know, because quantum mechanics, if you've seen those double slit experiment, there's a little eyeball. It's beautiful. And the little eyeball is watching the split. But the thing they're missing is who is that eyeball? Who's looking? And so we've just proceeded to have, without any physics knowledge whatsoever. I mean, I've had some physics knowledge. She has none. She's just talking about, well, if you have an eyeball and you have an observer, you got 2. See, it's like, we know this stuff. We just know, we know quantum mechanics by direct experience, the quantum field by direct experience, because we go to the one who knows. See, he can help us see past all the ideas that are appearing. As I said, I think I said that, can't remember what I said, last couple of days, where I said, because we can hear the voice, we can look at any piece of paper. We can hear any incoming and just go, Jesus, how do I look at this? And that's really what he's saying, like for movie watching or the holographic universe, to be saying to him, Jesus, what is it that I need to see? What's in this for me to see? And just have a conversation. You're going to see very quickly, you're going to be able to have a conversation with him. Just open up the door and he's going to start telling you things. But if we just go, oh, I can't hear him and I don't want, it's really, we don't want to hear him. So that's why we're going to practice with each other. That's why he's called us together, to start these joinings, so we really can get clarity that we do hear him. and how funny. He's saying this. I asked him because we were laughing so hard, Teresa and I were laughing so hard. And when I joined with you, we just laugh. You just start laughing because you see the antics, right? And he's telling me it's going to be like for all of us joining. We're just going to be laughing our heads off because we're going to see it. We're not going to take it so seriously. That's what his message is. I guess that's why I don't know, this form appeared. I don't know, that laughing mystic, you know, however that's playing in consciousness to serve. Because we start seeing how funny this is. It's really funny. We've been taking it too seriously. So let's look at one of the ways. We're going to continue going through chapter 20. Now, how fun, but before I go there, I just have to, how fun that can that be to actually laugh at the miscreation rather than going, you know, moving up that chain. See what happens is we get stuck up in the I'm guilty part. You know, I'm guilty and the cry and the you know, the spin out and all those kind of plays up there. And he's going, he's dropping us. He's going, no, don't look there. Well, ask him right now. See, you're looking in hell. You can't be in hell and try to find heaven. See, we want to try to find heaven in hell by playing in all those emotions and all that stuff. Can we find heaven in hell? So we have to like drop below. Remember, he called it above the battlefield. Well, this is above the battlefield. Above the battlefield is going to look at, yes, he's saying below the desire in that worksheet too, like we do every day, but it's just a practice. He's given us the assignment. Okay, here's your assignment. Keep looking with me, keep asking me what's below this and what's below this and what's below this. So we really get so habituated to, instead of buying into it and climbing up into hell, the experience of hell, we're looking for the desire. See, we just go to the desire for hell. See, it saves time. This is the desire for hell. The hell hologram. Let's look again. And then see how quick the correction gets when that energy of holding on to hell gets released out, you know, and the play of fragmentation gets, as Renee put, we find the light in the fragment. He shows us, Jesus, show me the light in this fragment. You can ask him. I'm asking him. Yes, he says, you can. Let's ask him. The light of divine being and honesty of God. If we ask Jesus, will he show us the light in the fragment? Ta-da, that's what he's here for. Is to show us where the light is in the fragment. That there's no fragment that can be apart from light. There's not actually a fragment. This is just the way we're going to talk about it, so that we start to see the miscreation, as we were talking with today about, let me see if I can remember. That was a good conversation too. Oh, it was sort of, Teresa, and I might not get this exactly, but it was really good. It was about, you know, I feel like I need to be doing, and then sometimes I don't want to do anything. You know, it's sort of like being torn apart, like how that desire for helplessness, we just like want to hold ourselves still so that nothing will hurt, or we can't do anything wrong. Because there's such a desire for experience to do something wrong that we can never be right. See, never being right and always wrong. You're going to be paralyzed. That's how we get paralysis, like you can't move. I can remember that. I didn't want to get out of the bed. That's the paralysis of, no matter what I do, the playing consciousness, no matter what I do, it's going to be wrong. I can never be right, but it's a desired experience to never feel right. And of course, then it, like Jesus says, your behavior reveals your beliefs, because you're acting out of beliefs. Behavior rolls out of what the beliefs are. So it's just a way to deny the divine expression, and then you feel ripped. inside. You can ask Jesus about it. Well, I feel ripped if I have this belief that I can never do anything right. You're going to feel shredded. Is there a desire? It's just a new flavor of the day, of the complexity created by consciousness to hide from itself, of how to feel in pain and ripped. Feeling I can never do anything right. That decision to have an experience of never doing anything right and then not wanting to look at it. I just remember just feeling totally paralyzed, not wanting to do anything. Now I understand it. I'm asking Jesus, yes. The fear of being wrong, the desire for experience of feeling wrong. And just see how that hurts, that denial of divine light, that play. That's going to hurt. You're going to feel like you're shredded for sure. Ask Jesus. You're going to feel just everything's going to be just effortful. Because you see, you can never feel right. So how are you going to be inspired to do anything? You see how that kills inspiration? You're going to feel dead. Because that's the whole point. But just ask Jesus about that. Am I going to feel dead if I have that belief? Yep, below my level of awareness and I'm hanging on to it. Just not, it's like you'll feel like you're moving through paste. We can laugh about it now. When you're in it and you don't see it, you feel like it's like sludge. That feels horrible, but we're so used to doing it, like we forget how bad it feels. So we really want to ask Jesus. That's why we need his help, because we don't even know where those delusions are. But once you transcend it, you can just start seeing those appearances in consciousness. You recognize, you don't judge it, you just recognize it for what it is. You just see it, but you don't see it yourself. That's why we need our brothers to help us see what's denied. That's why we need Jesus to show us what's denied. The sludge factor. It just feels like you can't get anything done. And Jesus is reminding me, it's not about getting something done. It's such an idea. Boy, that was hammered. It's about expression of divinity, just flowing with the will of God. You're in the God stream. Is Jesus. And then Jesus can clear everything in front of that path because you're right in the line with God. Like he says, I will go before you, clearing the path because you're in the God jet stream. Instead of in that sludge factory, in the muck and the mire, getting involved in the hologram. We see how much energy we've just got invested in objects. No wonder we cry, because it's so heavy to be so, be owned by objects. We think we own objects. Let's ask the light. Do we own objects, or we let objects own us? We're like, how much terror we go over whether we sell a piece of property or give away a piece of furniture, or, it's like this whole big decision-making process because we want the object to own us. We want to be owned by objects. Just ask Jesus that. He'll tell you want to be owned by objects. You want an experience of being owned by what you miscreate in your mind, and then feel like you own it, but you don't own it. It owns you. Now that's a change, a twist in the perspective. And just start to notice how much that really hurts. Like there's so like this pride and ownership thing, I'm so proud. I mean, remember that, I had a house and I was but it was, boy, what a trap that is. Boy, is that a trap. That's hell in the hologram until we see. We can't own, we're making everything on the fly. We don't need to own anything. Or the consciousness just blows it out. Like we're the walking hologram, the holodeck. See, on the Starship Enterprise, they go and push a door and open it up and the holodeck's in there. We don't have to do that because everywhere we walk, the hologram goes with us. We got an automatic hologram going. We don't have to wait. We're making it up on the fly through the beliefs that we have, and it goes, there it is, right there. Every belief we hold is generating objects, every desire, our little wishes, all the little wishes in there. That's why it's good to have them all cleaned out by Jesus, so that what's on the screen is the reflection of a pure mind, of infinite mind, pure. So we'll come to this, here's a whole cluster he's got. I'm going to talk to him. I want to talk to him about this whole thing. Because okay, you believe it's possible for you to be attacked. You believe that attack is justified. You believe no way you're responsible for attack. You believe attack is salvation. You believe retaliation. How many times in A Course in Miracles, how many different ways does Jesus talk about attack in there? I mean, you know, when I first had this assignment to like start going through and pulling out all these beliefs, you know, so that now because he's explaining a lot about, well, I didn't want to see it. It's been there all along. It's not like I read a brand new Course in Miracles, but I can see how even when we read the Course in Miracles, like, yeah, this kind of makes sense, but to really, you know, go in, obviously I needed that kind of attention with him to really look, see, because we can read things. You notice that about the Course, you might go back and read the Course now. It looks like a different book because now it's living. It's brought to life in terms of what he's really saying about the choice for death. That there's infinite light, which we can see first, and then there's this display of the belief in attack. That attack's possible. So this feels really good. Just go. I'm going to find out if there's any little attack remnants in there with them. And in all the ways he's got to keep telling us in a book, you know, that fat, how many times does he have to tell us that we want to attack ourselves? Because that's the fundamental thing that we're finding that we're really focusing on here. For a while, it's like you want to attack your brother. You believe God can attack you. You believe, you know, all these things. Now we're going straight to the desire. You desire an experience of feeling attack. You want it, you know, and really get into the, yes, I do. The honesty of God part of attack. So we'll see how let him help us with this attack thing, retaliation and attack. Let's clear this completely. Jesus, is this a good place for a miracle? I can hear him say yes. We can all hear him say yes. Is looking at attack a really great opportunity for it? It's opportunity for transcendence is what that is. Transcending all pain and suffering is the freedom from the desire for attack. We can all hear it. Ask the light. If all desire for attack is cleared from the subconscious mind, I just hear happy holodeck. You can ask them, ask the light, what's left? If all attack is gone, what's left? All desire for attack. Infinite. Because, well, basically attack. Attacker, attackee. See, two. It's an immediate call for two. Immediate call saying, okay, there's someone getting it. There's a victim and a victimizer. Jesus, is there any desire for a victim to be a victim below my level of awareness? Okay, show me that energy. I'm willing for a miracle on any victimhood. Let's ask them what's below the desire for experience of victimhood. And choosing the experience, a desire for an experience of victimhood. To be more powerful than God, that's what he said. Victimize God, victimize ourselves, victimize God, being the same. Is there any desire for that anymore below my level of awareness? I'm willing to see infinite love in the place of this. Any belief, any little scrap of being made a victim. He says, as soon as you perceive pain, that's victim. Wow. Okay, that's direct. Oh, there's no way out once you start hearing Jesus, but you're so happy because he saves so much time. So you can't think around anymore. Oh God, I got to look at this. Okay, so see, okay. You believe it's possible for you to be attacked. Let's look at that. Jesus, thus you desire an experience of being attacked. Just feel the miscreation, like wanting it. That's what he says. Just admit it and feel it. Just let it rise up, like the wanting of it, rather than the belief that you can be attacked, the wanting for the experience of attack. And you're going to find so much love behind that thing, like love that you can't even begin to fathom, because you can't fathom the infinite love that's being held down out of awareness by the desired experience too. Infinite, it will go infinite. Stay with the tact till it goes infinite. That feels like yes, that feels like Jesus' instruction. So stay with the desire for attack till you can see that light in that fragment. That'll take you to the love you've been searching for all your life. The collapse of that desire, the seeing of the impossibility of that desire, that attack's even possible. It'll take you celestial. Not you, because there won't be you. Because every sense is armoring to detect attack. You believe it's possible for you to be attacked. Thus, you desire an experience of being attacked, and thus miscreating the fear that you will be attacked. So see, that fear becomes the immediate future. Just feel the wanting of that and how much it's liked. Like, oh, I love it. Know how much you love it. Like, go to the loving of it. Oh, I want this attack. Like, really. Because before that, we're lying to ourselves that we don't, oh, I don't want to be attacked. Yes, we do, because it's appearing conscious. It's like, be with that. Like, oh, okay, Jesus. And wait till he tells you it's time for a miracle. It's like, Jesus, tell me when it's time for a miracle on this. I'm willing to look at it so directly. This miscreation of attack. And sometimes he'll tell you, go hold, hold, hold. Now ask for a miracle. The happiest day is attack amnesia. See that it takes memory for attack. You believe that attack is justified. So I really, again, I've talked about this before, and I just so trust him in this because he's shown me repeatedly, and he's saying, yes, even if the word looks slightly different when he gives you a sentence, even if it's this, oh, I looked at attack, he'll go, no, you didn't. You got more to do in your assignment from me. So, and then I just look again. You can have fun with Jesus, and see how much fun it is. Okay, when he's so direct and you just laugh because he's laughing with you, going, let's ha ha ha, see how funny this is. What you're doing to yourself. Okay, you believe that attack is justified. You desire an experience where you feel attack is justified. So let's just see. Okay, show me if there's any energy around attack. This is another hold one he's saying. Really hold with this one. That desire, the wanting, that itch for to be justified in attack. Either attacking or being attackee. But attacker, I'm asking him. Feeling like attacker. To attack is justified. See, I can get them first before they get me, kind of thing. Just really hold with it, like be with that itch. He's really teaching us to sit with desire. Let that energy just burn out. That suppressed energy like burn out in the light of truth. Then ask for a miracle and see what happens with that. Like, it's because we can ask, like, can we ever be happy with this subconscious desire for an experience of that attack is justified? Ask the light. You start getting so happy handing these. Here's another one, Jesus. Glad to have found it. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, boy, here we go. This is a good one. The expression of the justification of attack is anger. Justified. I'm justified in attacking myself, attacking other. Then that would justify someone else attacking someone. See, it's just the whole play. So let's just ask, yet attack does not attack an other since there's no other. It is an attack upon yourself to preserve a sense of separation from your creator. Let's really be with this one. Okay, you desire an experience where you feel attack is justified. Jesus, is there any scrap of I'm willing to be with that? The wanting of it, the itching, the loving it. See how much we love it. That's the only way it can manifest. Now ask for a miracle. See how it goes infinite. Oh, so much love. Ask the light, is this a good use of time? This is the lightning rod of clearing the denials of divinity given by the one who knows. Let's ask, is this attack upon myself to preserve a sense of separation from my creator? Is there anything else we need to see Jesus here deeper on this desire for attack? So see how anger is trying to hide the split. Ask me about anger hiding the split. The desire for the split. To hide the desire for the miscreation. That's why it's never just justified. See, because it's a cover over for the miscreation, the desire for the miscreation. It covers it over. Okay, here's the next cover over. Thank you, Jesus. Anything to see? Are we feeling pretty clear on the justification of attack? I'm asking them. Okay. You believe you are in no way responsible for attack. Thus, you desire an experience of attacking, while experience that you're in no way responsible for the miscreation of attack. Another cover over. Jesus, there is desire for an experience that I'm not responsible for attack. See, this is where he's putting responsibility. We think we're responsible for taking care of family or taking care of an aging parent or responsible. See how that's all a cover over, not to see what the true responsibility is for the miscreation, but not with the guilt. The responsibility is to see the desire for the mister. That's the only responsibility. Ask the light. Is that the only responsibility we have, is to see the desire for the miscreation? And we can see the simplicity. So the desired experience of being no way responsible for attack. Jesus, will you show me that? Wanting to no way be responsible for attack. I'm willing to see this and ask for a miracle. That desire for an other to be responsible for attack. Just wanting it. Wanting the miscreation to not be responsible for miscreation. See, this is putting it right in the court. Jesus, show me the desire to not be responsible for the miscreation of attack. willing to ask for a miracle. I love this because it's really teaching me Jesus's pace and how to really, he uses how to really work with him. This is face of innocence. See, pretending like we're innocent of the miscreation. We are innocent. But as long as we miscreate, we can't see that we're innocent. See, and we'll attack ourselves. We'll continue to have attack because we won't believe ourselves. Gracie, look at Gracie. Gracie knows where Sung is. She knows where to be. Gracie, the dog. She's at Namaste, Lake Japala right now. It was like right in the middle of the gig. It's a good thing to look at that attack. Yes, it is. Right, Gracie. So we're only responsible. She's a very sweet dog. We're only responsible to see the desire for attack because we can never see. Let's ask the light. In the light of divine being, can we ever see that we're innocent unless we see we're responsible for the attack? You see how powerful that is? Like by not wanting to look, we can't transcend it. Without looking with the power of God, with the infinite light of being and standing into that thing, that wanting of it, and go, yes, I want it. Thank you, Jesus, for pointing that baby out to me. You desire an experience of face of innocence to deny that you're already innocent. I don't want to accept the miscreation because then I don't want to experience innocence. Let's ask the light that. I don't want innocence. We say we want to be, no, we don't. It's the light. The light's going to be true. But we're changing. We're willing to change and look at another way. You desire an experience of face of innocence to deny that you are already innocent. Now, how about that twist? That we actually are taking responsibility for the experience of not wanting to be innocent. Let's just look at that one. Oh, I think the smoke's rising. Is there a desire to not want to be innocent? Jesus says, this is another one of those hold ones. Hold with the, let that energy is like really come up. Stand into it with the light. You'll be fine. You're not going to evaporate or anything. You know, just be with the wanting of not being innocent, the wanting of not being innocent. And ask for a miracle. And see how it goes to infinite love. It was like, you'll never remember. You keep working with Jesus on that. Is there another layer I need to go down? You see, is there any other thing we need to look at around not wanting to be innocent? It feels complete. So we'll sit in a circle here, and that's what we do. Okay, Jesus, what are we looking at? We'll go with them. Do we need another round? We all feel it. Do we need another round of really looking? If somebody says yes, then we go again to look again. Let's let that rise up. Show us Jesus. Tell us what's Jesus saying about it. It's so, so helpful to have your mighties because they'll bring things into their purposes to bring things into our awareness that we need to look at. You desire an experience of face of innocence to deny that you're already innocent. You miscreate the experience of guilt or claiming that you are not miscreating it. Is guilt a miscreation as our direct experience as light beings? This is deep satsang. Rather than be who you already are, pure, innocent, and complete. Can we ever feel pure, innocent, and complete as long as there's a desire not to be innocent? Level of awareness. And do we need Jesus to show us exactly where that desire is? Otherwise, we're going to play toe dip in the pool, trying to toe dip divinity. And then we'll have these short periods of, oh my gosh, I just feel like, oh my gosh, I'm the light. And then it'll be, well, what happened to that? Because we don't feel innocent. See, we don't, the light doesn't leave. The desire not to feel innocent comes because we invited it. We put the food out for the dog. Said, come on over. The rabid dog in the backyard. But we don't have to play like that anymore. Do we have to play that anymore? The record of not being innocent? Thank you, Jesus, for showing us where that thing is and how easy and powerful and immediate the miracle is for looking through. Not wanting to be innocent. Okay, we'll try one more. I'm not sure. Let me see what time it is. How we doing? Okay, it's a little bit longer today. This is really a deep dive, though. Feels worthwhile, doesn't it? Really look at this attack thing. Oh, this will free. I mean, crazy. You'd be crying. You'll be so happy. I'm asking Jesus. Tears of joy. Okay, let's look at infinite. Pure, infinite, unborn awareness. Our true home. You believe TAC is salvation. Thus, this is so, see how he's so complete in this. So there's no wiggle sideways, go sideways on any of these. You believe attack is a salvation. Thus, you desire an experience of attack as a means for salvation. Let's ask him that. Let's go deep on that. Okay, Jesus, show me how much that itch is for attack to be salvation. Is there a desire for it to be salvation? Just hear him. Okay. Okay, show me how much I want that. Let me just look. I'm willing to see how much I really want attack salvation. Then ask for a miracle. Change in perception that there's to see in the light of divine being. Just put that whole energy in the light of divine being. See how it's transformed. Is attack possible in the light of divine being? Thus, our nature, is it true in the light of divine being? We don't have a clue of what attack is. See, when you just can't even fathom it, it's no longer fathomable. That's the Jesus eraser in there going, what is that? I can't find that. Unknown. Thank you, Jesus, for bringing us so deep today. Whoa. This is all there is. Unborn, choiceless awareness, pure, untouched by time or space. We don't even know what space is. See that you look at it now after clearing out a lot of this attack energy. It's like, I don't know what space. I can't find that. It's missing on space is MIA. Is see if you can find time after getting rid of that, seeing through the desire for, can you find time in there? It's like, I don't know what that is. Like, it's MIA. Because that's the natural state. Time is MIA in light. This is a good chapter, this chapter 20. Thank you for coming on board so we can look together, leverage the power of the mighties. Sending love to you all from San Juan Kosala. Happy hologram. Love you. How blessed we are. How blessed we are.